Jamo never made it today, Anna.
So what are we gonna do?
Wait a second, I know what to do. If Jide wasn't here, I don't know what we would do.
Are you kidding me?
Wait, I hope you them back tuning.
Welcome to our season of gratitude.
I extend a warm gratitude to all the listeners that have been tuning in with us all these years. Jamo ready to retire, man. We got this down pat.
Gratitude.
Just wanna give gratitude. Yeah.
Here's our host, Tariq Francis.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Youth Flex Radio Show, the show for all people by young people. I'm your host, Chloe, and welcome to our season of gratitude. Today we'll be having a chat with folks from the Family Resource Center on Recovery Month, along with our newly crowned Miss World Cayman Islands, JC Patrick, while featuring the music of Rico Rolando, who will also join us to release his new song, Heartbreak. Youth Flex has partnered with the Clifton Hunter High School, John Gray High School, and the Public Library to bring you the word of the week, which is punctilious. Punctilious. It's an adjective that means being very careful to behave correctly or to give attention to details. So let's get started. As always, you're welcome to join in on the conversation by calling us at 1-800-534-8255, toll-free courtesy of Flow, or join us on YouTube Live. But before we chat with our guests, let's take our first music break.
Here's Rico Rolando with Tu Sabe.
Welcome back, everyone. So we have some folks talking about Recovery Month. Can you guys please introduce yourself?
Well, good afternoon, good people. My name is Edwin Pellet Rosa. I am the intake officer for Department of Counseling.
Good afternoon. I'm Norma Solomon, and I work for Department of Counseling Services, and I am the intake officer.
So can you please tell us what Recovery Month is about?
So Recovery Month, it's an annual observance celebrated each September since 1989. In September and throughout the year, Recovery Month spreads the message that behavioral health is essential to health. Prevention does work. Treatment is effective. And people, believe it or not, do recover. Department of Services also is dedicated to prevention, treatment, and recovery. And as far as for this year's 2019 schedule of events, the Recovery Month Family Fun Day at the Cayman Islands Turtle Center. That will be happening September 28th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. The event is free to the public. However, we require a pre-registration for park entry and complimentary buffet. If you're interested in attending, please give us a call at 949-8789. That's 949-8789 to secure your tickets. Also, other events, we have Talk Early, Talk Often, a workshop that's hosted by the Family Resource Center. That will be tonight at 6 p.m., which will assist parents to handle this challenging subject. Also, community workshops will be coordinated in several districts to learn about the process of addiction and how to get supported, or how to support someone in addiction. And this will be at the East End Community Center, September 25th, from 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m.
So how long have you been working with that department?
So I've been with the Department of Counseling for a little over 9 years.
Myself, I've been with the Department of Counseling coming up on 5 years in March.
So are you guys collaborating with the NDC?
We are collaborating. NDC is participating in our Talk Early and Often workshop. NDC does a lot of prevention awareness in the schools and greater community.
So do you work with teens?
Was the Department of Counseling or me personally?
The department.
The department. Well, yes, we have a young parents program that's usually operated out in the Family Resource Center, and they usually deal with teens, pregnant teens, or early moms or moms that's going through pregnancy. So, so that is a program for parents ages 16 to 25. Either you're pregnant or you have a child on the way, or you already have a child.
So what are the pros and cons of working with teens?
There's no cons for me. They're all pros. Teens, I feel as if all teens need guidance and support and whatever they want to do. So with that is me understanding the child and where they want to go and support them and giving them, I guess, positive direction to for them to, reach their career goals. So for me, it's no cons with working with teens.
Are there a lot of people needing recovery?
Yeah, there is a lot of people needing recovery. I think recovery isn't just for chemical dependency. People are also recovering from mental health issues like depression, anxiety. And in that aspect, many people can benefit from recovery. Recovery Month.
So do you think you have a positive impact on all your patients?
I guess you got to ask the question, what's positive?
Well, have they recovered properly? Or have they done well with the treatment? Or the prevention?
Well, me, I feel as if I have a impact on the youth, whether that be positive or negative. I mean, my goal is to, I guess, assess and see where youth are at and where they're trying to go, and assist them in leading them to where they're trying to go. So hopefully that turns out to be a positive impact for the youth per se.
Do you guys deal with grief recovery?
We do. At Counseling Center, we offer services in pretty much every area that you can think about. And grief is one of our main areas, as long as with addiction, that we cover.
So do you think that like the percentages of people with addiction is it like the highest percentage other than like grief and the other part?
Repeat that question again.
So is addiction the most commonly found thing that they need recovery from?
Good.
Well, if I understand exactly what you're saying, I guess you're talking about in terms of like alcohol use. Yeah. So we can say that for addiction, alcohol is one of the main things that we have individuals coming in for. So, yeah, I would have to say that it's high up there, addiction with grief. Yeah.
Okay, so what are the other main things that you do recovery on?
Well, we do recovery for substance abuse, misuse, from victims for domestic violence, grief and loss, as you mentioned, relationship. People need to recover from relationships. It's a range of different, areas that we focus on when we talk about the subject of recovery. So it's not just substance and addiction based. There are other areas that people are struggling and need support to recover.
So with we heard on the radio earlier about the people banning vape. So what are your thoughts on that?
I don't really have much information on that. I just heard that on the radio, so I don't really know too much information about the.
I think it's something that just happened recently.
So like, what are your views on? Do you think it should be banned or?
I think to comment on that, we would probably need a little more information and the whole art. Like, it's just something that just.
I know vaping just recently came on the scene maybe a few years ago, and to my knowledge, I know it wasn't a lot of research done about when people are vaping and the knowledge and that piece. I guess it was really a trial and error. So I think now we're really starting to see, I guess, the effects and the results of vaping. So maybe in the next few years, I mean, some real authentic statistics can come out about the effects of vaping, whether they be positive or negative.
So have you had any persons come in with vaping related needs?
As of yet, no, ma'am. I haven't experienced that, no.
So regarding peer pressure, what is the role for meeting teens?
Repeat the question. What is the role for meeting teens?
Yeah.
Peer pressure and
the role meeting for teens. Yeah.
The role. I'm not sure I get your question.
Do you want to know how we support teens with peer pressure?
Yeah.
Okay. So again, one of the services that we offer at Department of Counseling Services is to just offer counseling in any possible area. So that would also come along with individuals coming in that needs help in that area of pressure. Yeah.
So do you like your job? Or like what are some of the pros and cons of dealing with everyone that come in?
Well, the pros and cons. Well, I love my job. I mean, naturally, I was sent here to serve, so I enjoy just helping people coming to a better state. A lot of times, or pretty much every time, well, the majority of times when we see clients, we are firsthand, and usually they come in with a slew of different problems and challenges that they're facing, and our job as the intake officer is to listen, to see, I guess, what's currently going on in their life, and try to, I guess, give them some motivation and give them, I guess, some needed support, and guide them in the right direction where we think that they need to go, and that's aligning them with the right counselor so they can best benefit their current situation.
Well, I've been there for 9 years, so I do love my job. Every day is a different. You never know what's coming through the door, and I think that's what makes our job so interesting. Just being there to help and to serve the people of the community.
So we are in our season of gratitude. What are you grateful for?
Well, first,
I'm grateful for the opportunity to be here today to talk about Recovery Month. I think this is a great platform to do that, and I'm happy to be here.
how much time you have? You got plenty of time, or I just got to say one thing?
Say as much as you
Say
need
as-
to.
Well, I'm grateful for life, the opportunity to assist others, the opportunity to have an impact on people that face adverse challenges, just to be a blessing to others, just to have the ability to be a blessing to others. That's what I'm grateful for.
So, what would you say to someone who's dealing with any type of trauma if they're listening right now?
You're not alone. We're here. Come see us. Walk-in times. Mondays where there are 9 until 1. Tuesdays 9 until 4. Wednesdays 9 until 4. Thursdays 9 until 7. And Fridays 9 until 1. It doesn't matter what you're going through. Don't think that is something that we haven't heard before. I think we've pretty much heard it all. Come in, see us, and let's get you started in some counseling.
So where are you located?
We're located Apollo House West. That's on Mary Street. We're on the 2nd floor.
Okay, guys, what is the best part of your job?
The best part of my job. I guess what can I talk about? I guess the best part of my job is to, work with friendly colleagues.
Mm-hmm.
We have an amazing team of counselors, just amazing staff at the Department of Counseling. So it's a joy coming in to smile at those faces to start your day off. It's a joy to, hear people challenges and stories. And for me, it's interesting just to hearing the multitude of different stories. And a lot of times clients feel as if they're in the situation alone. And once they finally come in to receive the help that they need, it's a joy to work with that client and work in collaboration with the team of counselors at the Department of Counseling to make sure that we give the client the best need and the best care that we can possibly offer.
And you, Mom?
I think for me, it would have to be, of course, seeing the results. We get to see clients from the beginning, when they first walk in, when they're at their most vulnerable moments. So it would have to be just seeing them from that process, seeing them coming in, and then seeing the ending. That's the best part about it.
Do you have any final comments or shout-outs?
Final comments, a shout out to the team at the Department of Counseling, the entire team, the
Entire
TCC,
team.
Staff, FRC staff, and CHRC staff. And hopefully we can see you guys September the 28th at the Turtle Center. We will see you guys tonight at 6 p.m. And we will see you guys also on the 25th at the East End Community Center to learn more about recovery and how we can help ourselves and how we can help others as well.
And additional to what he says, shout out to you guys for having us. You did a fantastic job. Thanks for hosting us.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming. So we'll now go to our second music break.
Here's Rico Rolando with Give It Up.
So, welcome back, Flexers. Right now, we're going to go into our news by Angel and Chanel.
Good afternoon, everyone. Our Sometime After 4 news is brought to you by Youth Flex Radio Show. I'm Chanel Martinez. Gamers Bay 4 is scheduled for the last week in September. On Monday, September 23rd, Gamers Bay, in partnership with the Youth Services Unit and the Ministry of Education, Youth, Sports, Agriculture, and Lands, will be holding a workshop at Lehman Scott High School on Thursday. A day-long video gaming development workshop will be held at JGHS Gym for 100 students and their teachers. Gamers Bay 4 Convention and Tournament will be on September 28th and 29th at the John Gray High School Gym. Clifton Hunter Day is on Friday, September 27th. There will be a day full of fun activities on Clifton Hunter High School campus to commemorate the day. YouthFlex has partnered with Clifton Hunter High, John Gray High School, and the Public Library to bring you the word of the week, which is punctilious. Punctilious. It's an adjective that means being very careful to behave correctly or to give attention to details. For YouthFlex, I'm Chanel. Here's Angel with some Youth Achievement highlights.
From the Youth Achievement Highlights file, congratulations to the prefects of John Gray High School on completing their training last week. Congratulations to Ms. J.C. Patrick on becoming the 2019 Miss World Cayman Islands last Saturday night at the Harkwood Theater. And finally, on the highlights, allow me to highlight 70 teenagers who gathered at Loyola Hall for Key Leader Weekend last Friday to Sunday. You will hear more about Key Leader Weekend in our wrap-up today. To put items on the highlights, email the flex at james.miles@gov.ky or leave your comments on our Instagram or Facebook page. Search for YouthFlex Radio Show. That concludes our highlight this week. I'm Angel.
Thank you, Angel and Chanel. So now we're going to be interviewing Miss World. Can you please introduce yourself?
Good evening, Cayman. I'm JC Patrick, your Miss World Cayman Islands 2019.
So what do you like to do in your spare time?
I'm a person that does not like being bored, so I'm always doing things on my free time, whether that is acting, singing, writing poetry, or reading. I also enjoy doing yoga, meditating, and also working out. It is a great way for me to express myself and to get connected with my body and my spirit, and a way to de-stress, and I'm always looking for new hobbies.
So what inspired you to run for Miss World Cayman Islands?
So many things, honestly. My initial goal was to grow as an individual, to gain self-confidence, and to grow and develop a sense of self. But not only did I achieve these goals, but I also formed a love and passion for the Miss World franchise and the platform that it represents. Miss World is so much more than just a beauty pageant. It is beauty with a purpose. And there's more to this position than just a title and a crown. The Miss World platform is the preservation of the environment, and we are always looking ways as citizens to preserve the environment.
So who or what is your biggest motivation?
My biggest motivation, I would have to say, is my father. From a very young age, he always taught me to believe in myself and to never give up. And he just always gives me encouragement, and he tells me that I am enough. And one thing that I always admired about my father is that he puts so much passion and dedication into everything he does, and this shows me that through determination that anything can be achieved. I remember speaking to him because my family has very strong facial features, and so I asked him one day why my shoulders were so broad. And he said to me that my shoulders are broad so that I can carry the weight of the world. And this is a quote that I will always cherish throughout my life.
So can you please share with us the process you went through for your big night?
The process was a lot of preparation to make this pageant a success. But we had a lot of long nights, a lot of preparation, and I think what really helped was the love and the support that we got from the Miss World Committee and also from the other contestants as well. We just formed a bond and a sisterhood, and this is something that I will always encourage young women to go into pageantry because the experience that you will have is very life-changing.
So, being in this pageant, can you share with us your favorite part of the journey?
There's so many things that I enjoyed about this journey. It is so memorable. I think one of my favorite parts were the environmental tour and the Heritage Day. I was educated on environmental issues that are occurring in Cayman, as well as political issues as well. And I also learned valuable life skills that I will use in my daily life as well as my career.
So, can you tell us how you were feeling when you were crowned Miss World Cayman Islands?
It was a very surreal moment. I just remember being filled with so much joy and happiness and gratitude. And I remember that when they sashed me, I actually looked up and I whispered thank you. And that was just a moment of me giving thanks to God for giving me this opportunity and this blessing. And my parents were so happy, and just everyone that came out and supported me, they were so happy for me. And it hasn't really fully sunk in yet, but the more that I talk about it makes the experience more real.
Do you believe in taking others along with you to success?
I 100% believe that. There are so many people, like I said, that have given me love and support and encouragement, and I believe that I wouldn't be at the level of success without these people, and they have to come with me on my journey to success, because those are the people who are with me through every step of this journey.
So, what is your platform about?
My platform is actually mental health awareness. So I chose the Alex Panton Foundation, and the reason why I chose this foundation was because of my experience with anxiety in high school and university. And Miss World, we have a platform of the environment for the Miss World Cayman Island franchise, and I believe that these two platforms are things that we need to be open about, especially with mental health. We have to break that stigma. We have to have open conversations.
What are you most passionate about?
I'm most passionate about mental health awareness.
So what was the most enjoyable part, other than being sashed, of that night?
The most enjoyable part, actually, I would say is congratulating my former pageant sisters. I think that we all did such an amazing job, and the journey that we took to get to that night, it was a long one, but I know that we all worked hard and we all were confident and beautiful and intelligent, and I am just so happy that I got to experience my first pageant journey with those girls.
If you could have did something different from the night, what would it be?
Nothing. I would have not done anything different. I think everything that happened that night just aligned perfectly, and that's something that I will always cherish. Like, everything from that night just aligned so perfectly.
So when you were younger, did you ever thought about doing like pageants and stuff like this?
I never thought about doing a pageant. This is my pageant, like my first pageant experience, and honestly, I don't know, I wouldn't have considered myself as a pageant girl before, but like I said, I did grow to just love the Miss World franchise, and I would encourage young women just to do pageantry because, like I said, it is life-changing. It is one of the most impactful experiences of my life.
So, as you know, we're in our season of gratitude. What are you grateful for?
To be grateful is to find a blessing in everything, and I practice gratitude every single day. I am so grateful for my family and my friends, and to everyone that gave me support and love. I am grateful for all the experiences that helped molded me into the woman I am today, and my heart is just filled with so much gratitude to be crowned Miss World Cayman Islands 2019.
So, I believe that you guys got a scholarship, right?
We did, yes.
So what will you be furthering your education in?
I actually want to pursue a career in journalism, so I will be doing my master's in creative writing.
So what do you like best about journalism and creative writing?
With journalism and creative writing, I like that you can express yourself, that it is a way to reach out to the community. And it's also a way just to be able to connect with others. One of my goals that I want to do is actually to have a personal blog. It's something that I've been wanting to do from, I would say, a couple years ago, and I just never got the chance to do it. And I think with this Miss World platform, having a blog would be a great way for me to actually reach out to others.
Do you have any final comments or shout-outs?
Final comments. I would just say that young women, go into pageantry. Just do it even though you don't think that you might be a pageant girl. It is going to be one of the most impactful things, and that is something that I cannot stop preaching about because it changed my life. It really did, and I really do encourage young women.
So thank you for coming on today.
Thank you for having me.
So now the moment that we've all been waiting for. Rico, would you like to release your new song?
Yes. Thank you guys so much for having me on the show. So came on, this is my new single. It's called Heartbreak, and it's by Rico Rolando.
I don't wanna be just another heartbreak. I don't wanna be just another heartbreak. I don't wanna be just another heartbreak. I don't wanna be. Is it love that you came for? Was it all just a messed up plan for you to just say something? I can't control my mind. I go, you turn away. I'm gone, like away. It's gone, but it's too late. I'm gone, girl, I can't wait for you. Run around circles, losing focus. Feel this hurt, I'm losing. I don't wanna go. I can't help this feeling. Still care about you. I don't wanna be just another heartbreak. I don't wanna be just another heartbreak. I don't wanna be just another heartbreak. Girl, I'm losing focus. I still care about you. I don't wanna be just another heartbreak. Life's really worthwhile. Yeah, I'm gone and you miss my train. Don't hide your emotions. It's something that's deep within. I'm gone, turn away. My fault, walked away. I'm gone, it's too late. I'm gone, girl, I can't wait for you. Run around circles, losing focus. Feel this hurt, I'm losing. I don't wanna go. I can't help this feeling. Still care about you. I don't wanna be just another heartbreak. There's something about you, girl. I can't let you go. All of the doubt and the lies, I still loved you. Shouldn't have treated you like that. Girl, it's my soul and it's all black. I know you're hurting, my heart is yearning to give back. Girl, I can't wait for you. Run around circles, losing focus. Feel this hurt, I'm losing. I don't wanna go. I can't help this feeling. Still care about you. I don't wanna be just another heartbreak. I don't wanna be just another heartbreak. I don't wanna be just another heartbreak. Girl, I'm losing focus. I still care about you. I don't wanna be just another heartbreak.
Homeowners, protecting your family and property is crucial during the season, and you should always assess insurance needs long before a storm makes landfall. Most insurers won't issue policies when a storm is imminent. Cayman Insurance Center's team of professionals can help owners like you find the most comprehensive coverage and competitive rates. Call Michael Webster today at 925-5433 or Denise Brown at 814-7229.
Welcome back, guys. So right now we're going to be interviewing Rico Rolando. Can you please introduce yourself?
Woo! All right. Hey, guys. This is Rico Rolando. I'm a singer-songwriter here in Cayman, and I'm here to talk about my new single, Heartbreak. How are you guys doing, though, by the way?
We're good. Thank you
Good,
for asking.
good.
Yeah, we're really good.
That's lit.
I just want to put it out there that I've been like the biggest fan since I don't even know. You came to do a talent show at my school like 4 years ago. Ever since then, I've been listening to all of your music. So shout out to you.
Thank you for the support. Definitely.
So can you please tell us what inspired you to make this song?
All right. So this song "Heartbreak" is basically about a relationship that I once had, and basically I've been inside the music industry now full time, almost about a year, and definitely within the music industry you have to make so many sacrifices in terms of just time away from your family and stuff like that, and sometimes that means letting love go. And that's where I sort of just came up with the song "Heartbreak" and just put my emotions into the song, and no, that's what you hear on the radio now.
So will there be a music video coming up for this song?
Yes, definitely. We're working on the music video right now. We're just finished up the concept, and we'll see what the views are like in the next couple of days to see exactly what type of demographic is looking, and then we'll go from there.
So how do you think the public will react when they hear the song?
Well, so far the audience has definitely been good. They say it's a different vibe for me. I'm mostly doing like pop songs, like super kind of fast paced sometimes. But this one is giving you more of like a Sam Smith feel, so it's definitely different for me.
So do you have any music coming out soon?
Yeah. So apart from my new single that released today, called "Heartbreak," I'm also working on a small album as well. That's supposed to be dropping later on in the year, so you guys stay tuned for that as well.
So we're in our season of gratitude. What are you grateful for?
Season of gratitude. I didn't know we were in a season of gratitude actually, but what I am grateful for is definitely the people who are constantly supporting me, and just happy about my success within just pursuing my dream and just going full on with it. And big shout out to everyone who's constantly listening and supporting and sharing and liking.
So do you think your music has been an inspiration to anyone?
Well, hopefully. It's definitely all about the people who are growing up. I know when I was growing up, I had a band called The Is, and actually two of the members are signed to the label that I'm under, Go Fire, right now, which is Lonnie and Cottrell. So just having people from Cayman doing music was definitely the people who inspired me, and hopefully I'm doing the same with the younger generation.
Okay, awesome.
I mean, speaking from someone who listens to your music,
yeah.
There are a lot of people. I can name a few, like I Am Deontay, that kid Chubbs. A lot of them are out there, and they're trying to fight for their dreams as well. And it's really nice to see that role models like you guys are, pushing for what you want in media.
Yeah.
And speaking for people who want to do media and have tried starting YouTube channels and Instagrams and stuff like that, it is a tough world, and to see that you guys have like come from the same place where we're starting out from, and now making it up, climbing the ranks. It's really good to see.
You know what? Thank you so much. I started this whole journey just of one Instagram video back in 2013. I was like, you know what? Should I post like I'm a boy who's singing? Like that may not look so good, and I was just super scared of just people judging me. And once you get over the phase of people just don't think about other people judging you and just focus on you. Trust me, your dream will go far away. I could not imagine myself being full-time in music at my age and just constantly just creating new music every single day. So it's all about how bad you really want it, and don't let the haters really get the best of you.
And Gabi, being that you have a YouTube channel, you can and you support Rico a lot.
Yes.
You can have him on your channel. What do you think about that?
Yo, I would actually love
Definitely.
that. I would love that.
A Q&A video sometime. We got. Oh yes, we should do.
I would do that. A seafood boil. A seafood boil.
There we go.
I'll be down for that. I'll be down for that.
Yeah.
So I know you mentioned, you said it yourself that not to listen to any of the haters, and as Gabi said, there are a lot of people who are, wanting to make like YouTube channels or even start music for themselves. Do you have like any like further advice to give to them?
Yeah.
And, like what they should like start out with?
You know what? Just start out super small. And don't really think about it like, I have to get a music video, I have to do this, I have to do that. The people that are gonna support you right now are the people around you. And my best advice is just, always be supportive of the people around you. Never really have, if you know that somebody is like has a cringe video on like Instagram, like, why are you posting that up right now? Don't necessarily be the one to, post it in a group chat and then all of a sudden everybody else is saying stuff negative about it. Just, if you have anything to say that's negative, just keep it to yourself. But for that person who's putting themselves out there, that's the biggest task, and that used to give me anxiety all the time. Like, before I would post, like, my hands would start sweating, all kind of different things, and I was like, should I post it, should I not? So it's definitely to just start out small, and every single day, once you know that that you're a better person than what you started the day before, that's all that matters. Once you just keep inching closer and closer to your goal.
Who would you want to collab with next? So I know you have like Teodoro and other people on there. So
yes,
who are we looking at?
We have so many people right now. Not a lot of people, but so many guys that are under Go Fire right now, and we're literally in there every single day, just creating new songs. We got artists like Teodoro, like Yannick, Lonnie Love, Cottrell. There's just so much of us that are just constantly doing our thing. And what was the question again? Sorry. I talk so much.
People you would collab with.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. People I collab with. For sure, me and Teodoro, like, already have, like, a small EP, but we're not sure when we're going to drop that. Josh, obviously, I would collab with. But people as far as, like, mainstream, I definitely want to collab with a guy named Mark Bazzi. Obviously, I would love to collaborate with people like Rihanna one day and Drake and all those guys. So it's just each day is just a closer and closer step. Actually, a couple of weeks ago, one of my songs that I recently just finished actually got to Rihanna's team, and they were actually wanting to buy my song from me. So it's just step by step every single day. Just obviously pushing your dreams and just constantly going for it.
Okay, thank you, Rico.
Thank you.
Tarek and Gabby and Chanel, I was advised that you guys went to Key Leader. How was it?
Lit.
It was fun. This is my second year going to Key Leader, and the next year I plan to go as a student facilitator.
So it's been my second year as a student facilitator. First year I've actually vlogged it. If you guys are listening and you want to know what it was about, or what we learned and what we actually did, you could follow me on my YouTube page at Ella and Company. Yeah. So Tarek, what did you learn?
I mean, it was a great learning experience. I learned a lot. It has indeed sharpened my leadership skills, and I hope to transfer my knowledge, gain that Key Leaders, and help other person in my environment to become better leaders as well.
So, Miss JC, I learned that you also attended Key Leader.
I did, yes.
So how was it when you used to go compared to like how you think it should be now?
Well, when I used to go, we had a very supportive team. So the group that I got paired with for Key Leader, I didn't know them, and they were all from different schools. So it was kind of great to see a small community of people just getting together to have this big cause and this big purpose. And then with my Key Leader, I went to John Gray, and we also took a conference in Fort Lauderdale, and that was really fun because then we got to see all the other Key clubs in Florida.
Oh, so you went to DCon?
I did, yes.
Ooh, I have yet to go to DCon.
Listen, guys, it is so much fun.
Yes,
it is so much fun. Like, you will have the most fun in your life at DCon.
So many people.
Join Key Club, guys.
Join Key Club.
Can you guys tell me a little bit, like, what is Key Club?
Okay, so Key Club is actually a student-led organization. It teaches leadership skills through service and caring for others in our community.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So it's like you guys got to go overseas and like meet with other people as well?
Yeah, so other people. So in the Cayman Islands, we're a part of this Florida District DCon, Florida District DCon, which is Division 26. So we were... Yeah, 2016. So every year around March, April, we get to go to the DCon, and we fly over. This was the first year that Bahamas actually went and joined a part of 26 as well. So we were all there. We had a lot of fun. We met a lot of new people. It's like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that I think that everybody who joins Key Club should get
They
a chance
have to go, yes.
because there's no other, like, nothing can compare to going to DCON.
Wow, cool. So what's like the age range from like?
It's just high school.
So like
there's a club at Clifton Hunter, John Gray,
Triple
Cayman,
C,
Prep,
Triple
St.
C,
Ignatius,
St.
and
Ignatius.
Triple C. Yeah.
Okay, so guys, if you're listening and if you're in high school, make sure you guys join Key Club.
You have to join
Key
Key
Club.
Club.
Shout out to Miss Aldemeyer. She's John Gray's club facilitator.
And Miss
Big up
Buchanan
yourself.
from Clifton.
Big up yourself.
So is this your first time going to DCON?
It was my first time going to DCON. I know if Leah was here, she would have talked more about it because she's gone more times than I. But it was a great opportunity. I hope to go again in 2020. That's my
I
birthday
hope to
wish.
go
I'm
as
putting that on my
well.
Christmas list too.
I've never been and I really hope to go next year.
I'm going next year. It's a must.
Do you guys know where it's gonna be next year?
Florida.
It's gonna. I think they have it every the same place every year.
every year
Okay,
in
cool.
Florida.
And
yeah.
apparently, like the hotel is like one where they shot a movie at. So like
Okay.
that's pretty
It's a
cool.
The
huge
hotel
hotel.
is beautiful.
It is.
Wow.
It is huge and it's beautiful. And like I said, you meet so many different people. You go to so many different events.
Yeah.
Like they had a Florida band come down and actually just like perform. And that was actually my first like concert experience. And I love music. And of course I listen to you, Rico. But and my dad's a musician, so music has always been a big part of my life. So to see a live band, I was like, wow, this is incredible. And to see these just young kids pursuing their dreams, it was absolutely amazing. It was.
That's awesome.
So do you guys have any final comments or shout outs?
Okay, I'll go first. Shout out everybody who's listening right now, who's tuned in. Thank you guys so much, Youth Flex, for having me, and also JC, Miss World, she's here as well. So guys, big up herself. Make sure you guys stream my new song. It's called Heartbreak. You can also follow me on Instagram, Rico X Rolando, and you can also follow Goldfire, GOLDFYR.
My shout outs are to the Miss World Committee, to my pageant sisters, to Youth Flex, to everyone who showed me love and support throughout my pageant journey, to Rico, for longtime friends.
For real.
Longtime friends, and just thank you everyone for listening to us.
So thank you guys for coming on, and thank you listeners for joining us on Youth Flex today. I'm your host Chloe with my co-host Chanel. Shout out to our guests, Dr. Catherine, Rico Rolando, and Miss World Cayman Islands, JC Patrick. Shout out to Radio Cayman for their work on sounding boards, Mr. Wilson Nacha, DJ Lynn, and DJ Silver Fox. We see you. Shout out to RJ for the live YouTube feed. Also, special shout out to our Youth Flex crew. Jared on socials and community service, Marco and Mo are musical directors, Chanel and Angel on our Youth Flex news desk, and Angel, also the promo director. Shout out to the 100 Plus Flex family all over the globe.
Thanks to CIFA for sponsoring the Super Jam, and to you, our listeners, for tuning in every Wednesday from 4 to 5 p.m. for Youth Flex on 89.9 FM. Join us again next Wednesday for Youth Flex Season of Gratitude. Until next week, this is Tarek Francis letting you know that gratitude is a must. Be thankful and appreciative of everything that God has done for you.
All right, Coffee.
We out.
Follow Radio Cayman on Twitter. All the latest information, breaking news, community events, and more. Follow